Okay, so in this video we're going to be taking the things we've just learned about, what the transformations actually are, and we're going to try and do some sketches. So it says here, given that the graph of y equals f of x, given the graph of y equals f of x below, and I've got all of these ones here, we want to sketch these 6 different transformations. Okay, so this first one's pretty easy. It just has a +2 at the end, which just from our summary that we had here just means it's going to move two spaces upwards. So it is going to be doing a vector 0, 2. That means this coordinate will move to here, this one will move to here, this one will move to here, this one will go to here, and this one will go to here. Now, if you find that a bit confusing, then actually what you can do is you can actually write the coordinates down as numbers, and you could just add 2 to all of the y's. Also, it might be a bit easier if I do this in one colour, and then it will sort of represent the before and afterwards. So in this second one that we've got here, it says that it's got an x plus 2, and so that means it's going to be moving in the x direction, left or right, 2 spaces. Now the plus 2 makes you think it's going to go to the right, but it's actually going to go 2 spaces to the left, so it's going to be -2, 0. So that means this first point that we've got down here is going to move across 2 spaces. The next one is going to move across 2 spaces, 2 spaces, 2 spaces. That one's going to overlap. Oops, and that one's not going to overlap. That one is going to go up here like this. So it is going to go and make this kind of like S-shaped kind of curve like this. Now, like I said, if you're not that visual with these kinds of things, you can always do this by writing down the coordinates and subtracting 2 from all of the x coordinates. But hopefully you can see how this coordinate has moved 2 spaces, this coordinate has moved 2 spaces, this coordinate has moved 2 spaces, etc, etc, etc. Okay, the third one is y equals minus f of x. That is a reflection in the x-axis. Also, I sometimes call that like a vertical flipping. So that means you're going to take this and we are going to reflect it. Now you can either look at individual points, so you could say this one's going to go down here, that one's going to go here, that's going to stay in the same place. Or if you're a very visual person, you can probably go just straight in and draw the reflection. I don't know if I'm a very visual person having looked at that, because I'm not sure that looks that good. Okay, this one is y equals is f of minus x, so we know that that is going to be this kind of horizontal flipping or reflection in the y-axis. So I guess you're pretty good at reflections if you're looking at this video. I would just note how that first point there is going to move over here, and it's going to end, it ends at 5, 2, it's going to end at -5, 2, like this. So it's going to go up here, then down, and then up like this. Okay, so if you want to check that, you can always do individual coordinates and just make the x coordinate negated. And this one's a little bit trickier because it's a combination of things. I haven't seen them ask many questions with a combination, but who knows, they could always ask that. And this time it's got a +2, which means we know it's going to come afterwards. It's going to move 2 spaces up. The -1 is inside the brackets here, and you might think, oh, it's going 1 to the left. No, 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 it does the opposite of what you think. It's going to go 1 to the right. So it's going to be going 1 to the right and 2 up for this particular one. So I'm just going to kind of have a look at maybe the starting point. It's going to move 1 to the right and 2 up. So it's going to then be going like this, then across here, and then up. And you can just check it works. So like this point here has moved 1 across and 2 up. This point that's sort of like halfway in the dip is moving 1 across and 2 up. So it's perfectly good to do that one. If you want to do each one, it can sometimes maybe be a little bit overload. Now F, this one's an interesting one because it's got a combination of a reflection and a translation. And it's going to matter if you do the translation before you do the reflection or the reflection before the translation. So we need to think about BIDMAS, about what actually might be happening here. Now this is saying to get the y coordinate, you take the output and you do 3 minus the output. A different way of thinking about this is maybe that you take the output and you negate it, and then you add 3 to it. And negating is the same as multiplying by -1. And if you think of BIDMAS, BIDMAS represents a multiplication. So the reflection part is going to happen first because of BIDMAS, because it's multiplying by -1. Then you're going to add 3. I'm just going to say one more reason that I can hopefully convince you of this is I could rewrite this as minus f of x plus 3. These two statements that I've got here and here are exactly equal to each other. So it's a reflection and then it is a plus 3. Now I've actually already conveniently done the reflection of minus f of x. I've done it in this question that I've got here. So I'm just going to take that curve, I'm going to draw it in super quick in a thin black line, and I'm then going to just actually move that one up 3 spaces. So you can always do multiple sketches if that's going to be helpful. So I'm moving the black one up 3 spaces. So that looks like it's going to come down here, then up, and then down like this. So if you want to do an intermediary step to help you if there's a combination of transformations, that is perfectly fine. Okay, your turn here. It's this time y equals g of x. The reason they use f is because it says function. The reason they use g is it comes in the alphabet right next to f. A, B, E, F, G, yeah. Just double checking, not getting it the wrong way around and gone mad. Okay, so it says given the graph of y equals g of x, we're going to sketch all of these ones that we've got here. Now this can be found in the Bicen Maths Google Drive, where you can download it yourself, you can print it off, or you can just kind of do little sketches of these yourself. But I'm going to go through these pretty quick now, okay? So this question A, it says g of x minus 1. That just means it's going to move 1 down. It's just going to be moving 1 position down. So instead of it being at 3, it's going to be at 2, at minus 1. The turning point will be here, and it's going to look like this. Now, not always easy to draw these, but every coordinate has shifted 1 down. This one, with the plus 1, it's not going to move 1 to the right. It's going to do the opposite, and it's going to move 1 to the left. So it's going to look like this, 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 and this, and it's moved 1 position to the left. This one we know is a reflection, and it's like a kind of a vertical reflection. It's a reflection in the x-axis, so I'm going to draw that line in for the x-axis. The turning point will be up there. Instead of at 3, it will be at minus 3. Instead of at 3, it will be minus 3. And this just goes straight in with the reflection. Okay, we know what D is going to be. D is going to also be a reflection, but it's this time like a kind of a horizontal kind of flipping, or a reflection in the y-axis. So I'm going to draw my reflection line in the y-axis, hopefully a bit neater. I like to see where the turning point is going to go. So the turning point is going to be over here. This little peak is going to move over to that side, and the one that's over at 3 is going to move over to minus 3. So when I draw this, you should get a curve like that. And you want to check that the root was at 2 and now at minus 2, and that root stays in the same place. Now we've got a couple of combined combinations. This one is going to be going definitely 1 down. That's really easy. It's not going to be going minus 2 on the top. It's actually going to be doing the opposite. It's going to be doing 2, 1. So it's going to go 2 to the right and 1 down. 2 to the right and 1 down. So this point is going to go 2 to the right and 1 down. This point is going to go 2 to the right and 1 down. I'm just going to look at the turning point, 2 to the right and 1 down like this. And I'm just going to get straight in with the sketch. Ideally there you'd have a slightly rounder bit at the bottom to make it look more like a parabola. And then F, again, I probably prefer to rewrite this as minus g of x plus 1. We've already drawn what minus g of x is. It's this reflection. It's just going to need to shift 1 position upwards. So I'm going to start off by doing the minus g of x, which is just going to be that reflection in this line here. And then I'm going to shift it 1 space upwards, but I'm going to do that in my final drawing colour, which is in the red colour. So it's going to be this kind of shape. Okay, so that is what they look like when you do sketches. We're going to be having a look at some in the next video where we just think about how the coordinates are going to change. Found this video helpful? Then why not drop it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. If you'd like the next video in the playlist, you can click here to be taken straight to it. And as always, wishing you the very best for all your studies.